I'm now joined by Amy Fraenkel of the United Nations Environment Programme. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you very much.
Tell me a little bit about the structure of UNEP to begin with.
Well, the United Nations Environment Programme is headquartered in Nairobi, Kenya. It's the only UN headquarters to be in a developing country. And we have 6 regional offices, so I'm heading up the regional office for North America, which is based in Washington, D.C.
Tell me about some of your work. What initiatives are you currently involved in?
Well, of course, climate change is what's on most people's minds in this day and age. So we're doing a lot of work with both the U.S. and Canada, which are in our region, reaching out to really provide data to show them, how can we support their efforts to reach a deal in Copenhagen.
How do we transition to an economy based on true cost?
It's one step at a time, but the good news is lots of people are talking about that now. For one example is ecosystem services. As I mentioned, UNEP is doing a lot of work to value biodiversity, and what it shows is how much we get in economic terms from nature. So for example, coral reefs, the billions of dollars of services that we gain from preserving the reefs, and what will happen if we lose them. We just sort of take it for granted that we have fisheries and we have tourism opportunities and all of the different ways that those coral reefs contribute to our well-being. And so, it's just critical that we start to look at that. So it's starting to catch on, especially in areas where countries rely on those resources. They realize that nature is something that they need to protect.
Why was it important for UNEP to be here at this summit?
Well, UNEP, in fact, is a co-sponsor, a partner, rather, of this event. That is because we are working with the UN Development Program, UNDP, on this territorial approach to climate change. And so we are a partner in that. And the goal of that project is to not just look at the national level activities, but the very purpose of this conference, which is to look at the subnational. And since the state of California has been such an amazing leader, not only in the US, but around the world, it made just perfect sense for us to be here today and this week.
Are you encouraged by what you see here and going forward to Copenhagen?
I am very encouraged because what you have brought together here is an amazing array of individuals at the state, international, UN agencies, city managers, nonprofit groups, private sector, all talking to each other. Now what I hope that we can do, in part with your help through this kind of interview process, is to bring that message out. The key need that we have, I think, before us is to get the message to the average citizen in the world that this is real. It's just very simple. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it. If you use something, it has an impact. It's sort of like trash. If you use something, you throw it away. That's the way the world works in terms of our resources. And so how our lives are and how the planet is, how the planet's health is, all depends on how we take care of our garbage, so to speak. And so it's very, very simple. If you could boil down to those terms, or as I said yesterday, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and we can't treat the environment as if it's free.
Very succinctly put. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Absolutely, it's a real pleasure.
Thanks.